Hi YouTube, Glenn here from FG Landscaping. I just want to do a video today, guys, on a power washer here that we used in the past. I also just want to say, guys, before we get into this, I'm sorry for the delay. It's been over a week, I think, since I last uploaded. That's just because of work, guys. It's been crazy busy, and I really hadn't had the time to try and get the videos out. But I will try and keep to a routine, and I'll try and get, at least 2 out a week going forward. I do have some very interesting stuff coming out that I will post and I will edit and I will get them out. So again, please do bear with me, and thank you all for subscribing up to now. It's been great. So guys, today we're going to look at a power washer. This power washer, guys, is it's a semi-pro unit. It's quite popular amongst homeowners and also people that do this as a business. We, at the early stages of our business, we invested in this particular machine as a way of, in case jobs came up that needed power washing. To be quite honest, we've done very little of it. We've done some big jobs, but we didn't do many of them. We didn't certainly do as many. It is certainly well paid for itself, but we haven't been doing many or as regular power washing as we thought we would have been. But that isn't really the core of our business. This particular unit, guys, is a ProPlus unit. That's the brand. It comes with a Leyland 212cc engine with over 4 kilowatts of power. It is a great unit. As I said, we have used this quite a bit and never had an issue with it. A few other facts about this machine, guys. It's a 220 bar machine, so it is on the higher end of pressure and power. It's about 3600 psi, and it has a flow rate of just below 10. I believe it's a little over 9 liters per minute. So it's not quite commercial scale. It's still, sort of semi-pro. I think the semi-pro category is quite a good bracket for this particular machine. If you were getting into power washing, you could certainly easily start on this machine. It's powerful enough and is well capable of doing those harder jobs. A few other facts, guys. It comes with, like your everyday typical power washers, it comes with 5 different nozzles. The nozzles range from different powers. You have a zero focus beam, so this, guys, is extremely strong and extremely dangerous. You have to be very careful with this when you use a red nozzle. It is extremely focused, and it could go through rubber. It's that strong. Then as you go on, you have a slightly wider spread of the beam, all the way up to 40%, which would be your more common sort of everyday application used for, your cars, etc., like that. Anything that's a plastic, I would probably say that'd be the best bet. It also, guys, has an option here. Sorry, the 5th nozzle here is actually also for your detergent. So this does take a detergent tank in the front here. You can put in your mix. If you're doing a patio or concrete, you can put in your solution to remove that grease and grime off the patio, and you put it into your lance, and then you can spray it on the ground, guys. And then you can let it settle for a few minutes, and then put the focus beam on it, and then the grime and grease will come right off the patio. A few other things. It does come with an over 7 meter hose, rubber hosing. The hosing on this, guys, is a screw hose, and it's not a quick release or quick fit. They are on a lot of the newer units, but this is a screw in hose. That's the only thing. Another few things to point out is it is, of course, being a 212cc, it is of course a 4-stroke unit. So it does have an oil reservoir with dipstick, and then you take your petrol gas just at the top here. This is your tank. Full tank of this, guys, would easily last the whole day, maybe a bit more. So it does last quite a long time. You also here have your actual throttle situation here, where you can increase the throttle or lower the throttle down. You don't need that up very high when you're running this unit. It's simply not needed. It's simply overkill. And what else you have here? So the lance, guys, the lance on this particular unit, I'll just show you, is your typical sort of lance that you have on most of these power washer units. Just so I can show you, actually, on a very simple. On the front here, you have a quick release option here for your nozzles. So again, that is quite handy. And guys, this is pretty much the unit. As I said, it is a ProPlus unit. We have used it and it has been very good, quite strong. And any guy will tell you, or any people in the power washing business will tell you, sometimes people get washed up or confused about the figures, as in, oh, a bigger bar, much better unit, or a higher PSI. The flow rate, guys, can be very, very, if not the most important thing to look at. Generally, a high flow rate will come with a high bar and a high PSI. However, the flow rate, guys, is really what you want to look at. And if you are commercially looking at things, as in you're commercially on the market looking for a power washer, you may want to look at something that's above the 10, 10 to 15 mark. And that's where you will see the more commercial scale. As I said, this is a Leyland engine. It's a 212cc. It is a very good engine. We have, when we have used this machine, had this running pretty much all day, 6 hours straight, 5 hours straight, and it has been extremely strong, never overheated. I'd like anything, guys, just always check your oil, make sure your oil is in check and good. And otherwise, guys, it's pretty good. It's a great unit. On the particular front of the unit here, you have your choke. So to engage the choke, you would move that across. That's how you engage the choke, and then you have your fuel cut off. There's an option here when you're storing the unit that you can physically turn the unit off the flow rate, so there won't be any fuel going through the lines. And basically, if you wanted to turn the unit on, guys, there is actually a toggle switch here, basically, that you would engage on, and that way you would then basically be able to put it in the choke, and you could pull the unit, you could get your kick from the unit, and then once you have that kick, you can move it back in, and that way you can stabilize the engine, and then it'll be running nice and lean. That's what you want. Otherwise, guys, it is a great unit. As I said, it's well worth looking at. These units retail for about €500. You may even be able to get them a little bit better online. It really depends where you're located watching this video, but it is a good unit, and I would recommend, as even a pro homeowner or even a semi-commercial, semi-professional getting into the power washing business, it's certainly worth looking at. You take this and you compare it to some of the bigger units on the market. They could be twice, 3 times, 4 times more expensive than this, and not always necessarily 3 or 4 times better than this. So to get you out at the start and to get you earning money so you can begin or start your business, this is a great unit, and it's well worth looking at. As I did say, guys, you can suck water from a barrel from this machine. It does come with a 3-meter hose for that. So that is also a very good feature. So you don't need a mains water supply if you're out on a job. You can work and drain from a barrel with this machine. So that does make it a professional end of the market. Otherwise, guys, I just want to thank you all for watching the video, and I will certainly try and get a video out in the next few days. In the next 2 or 3 days, I'll get another video out. And do also let me know what you want to see. If there's any particular garden equipment you want to look at, whether it's going to be hedge cutters or chainsaws. I do have a lot of chainsaws coming up that I'm going to be reviewing over the next few days and weeks, and some other big equipment. I just have to try and get the time, guys, to get them out. But otherwise, I just want to thank you all for tuning in today. Please like, subscribe, and do let me know your comments if you have used this unit, or if you're even thinking of buying one. I always like to know and hear your feedback. So thank you all, guys, for watching, and I'll see you all on the other side.